Hey, what's up guys? So I'm installing, I got some Alcantara boots. I got the e-brake boot and the shift boot. I got it from a good buddy of mine. He owns Overland Designs. I met him through my old WRX, and I always had in that car I had a lot of Alcantara pieces by him. Great quality, great guy. I definitely recommend him. And when I got this new car, the STI, I knew I wanted to get some of his pieces in the car. And I just got him today and I was going to install them, so I figured I might as well set the camera up and install them for you guys. It's pretty simple, so I figured I would just kind of show you guys the overall outcome. It's really simple to install. I figured I would just show you guys what it looks like before and after. You know, the stock boots they're really cheap. Leather, if you want to call them leather. The shift boot's a little bit nicer material and it has red stitch, but the e-brake boot just feels like plasticky and just really crappy. So I'm going to go ahead and open these up. I'll show you how to install them. So there you go, Overland Designs. Real cool guy, great company. They're based out of Maine. I'll definitely hit them up. They do a lot of different cars, but you know, he does a lot of Subaru stuff. So check them out. Here's the shift boot. This one's really simple. You kind of just pop it out and it has little holes, and you kind of just pop them in the holes and it stays in that way. Really nice quality. It matches the steering wheel. But for the e-brake boot, the most difficult part about this usually is having to transfer over the bracket back here onto this one. You have to glue it and everything, but a great thing that he offers is brackets already glued to the boot of your choice. It's not that much more expensive. I definitely recommend it. He also does core exchanges as well, so like I said, I've definitely hit him up. He does great work. I mean, look at the quality is, I mean, doesn't really get much better than that. Alright, so we're going to first start off by removing this e-brake boot. This one is very simple. I also have a aftermarket button and handle, which is not a problem. It kind of just slides right over, so it's really simple. Remove it, you literally just pull on up and then slide it on off. Really simple. And you know, as you can see, it's really cheap. I don't know why Subaru didn't kind of follow suit here and have the red stitch on this as well, or even use the same material. This feels really cheap and it's kind of crappy. So to install it, you kind of just do everything in reverse order. Well, not everything, the one step. Literally just slide it on over, slide it down, and then find the little clips. Boom, done. Really simple. Pull it down, and that's that. You know, just line everything up, put the stitching straight. You know, it's a subtle change, but I personally think the smaller changes is what, to me, makes the car. I really enjoy the little things, because it kind of puts your own little flair, I guess, if you will, on your own car. You know, there's a lot of everybody's basically doing the same stuff out there. Not that this is really that different, but you know, it's just something I always like to do. It kind of makes the car feel a little bit more luxurious, I guess. You know, you're paying a pretty expensive car for most people, and you know, the interior they have upgraded over the years, but you know, there's obviously some parts that they've used from previous generations, and it definitely areas that you can improve, like these kind of things. Here's a little bit of a close-up. You know, it fits literally, I mean, obviously it's on the same bracket as OEM, so it fits just like OEM. It's a little bit more snug because the material's thicker, but I actually like that because, you know, if there were any rattles or could be any rattles, it eliminates them completely just because of a little bit tighter fit. Sorry for so much moving, but yeah, I think it looks great. And now we're going to move on to the shift boot. Alright, so we're going to move on to the shift boot. Kind of stupid, I did just install this. I do have to pop it out. I only installed it because it's really simple to do at first. But, I mean, you literally just have to pop it up because you just have to get to one screw right here. I got a few other things in the way. I got my access port here, which I can just remove. Put it back here for now. And then the first thing you want to do is remove the shift knob. I mean, there's a million DIYs out there of how to remove the centerpiece, the center console right here. So I'm not going to really, I'll kind of go over real quick of how to do it, just in case you need to know. Put that over there. And the first thing you want to do, I got stuff in here. First thing you want to do is just pop up your e-brake boot that I just installed. There's one Phillips head screw right here. Just want to unscrew that. And some people, I put this in here. Some people actually unscrew this whole center console. It is a little bit easier to do that, but it requires a bit more work. I just end up popping it out and kind of maneuvering it in a way you can slide it out pretty easily. Alright, so we're back. I kind of take back what I just said, and I just realized I've done this before, but I forgot. It's literally 2 screws here. This whole thing comes up and it makes it much easier to remove. I realized that because I have the parent lockout collar on here, so it kind of makes it a little bit more tough because it's a little bit bigger than stock. So now that I got this off, you have this plug right here. It's you just want to push the little tab and pull it out, and there you go. Now that we got this removed, we want to take out this trim piece. Very simple to do. You just want to push these tabs in. You can kind of see under here, there's the chrome tabs, which is actually the ring around here that's normally chrome. I wrapped mine using matte carbon fiber. So you don't want to do the chrome ones, you want to do the black plastic ones. That's the shift boot bracket. So you kind of just make your way around, push them in, and voila, popped out. This one's pretty simple because there's little tabs here, and you just on the new one you can see the little holes are already cut out. So you just want to go around, pop them out from the stock. Alright, to put the new one on, it's pretty simple. You just go around, line up little holes and put them in the tabs. It's basically just like what you did removing the old one, but attaching the new one. You want to make note which is front and which is back. The angle goes back, so you want the bigger clip, this one, facing in the back. And you just go around and pop them in. Now you see I got the boot on the bracket. Took some time just to kind of, the material, the Alcantara is a little stiff. So kind of, you got to bend it a little bit. But it fits great. All the holes line up. What I recommend is putting in the bigger tabs first, so it kind of lines everything up, and then hooking the little small holes on after. But yeah, so now we're going to install it onto the shifter on the trim, which is pretty simple. You kind of just fit it into place. A little difficult doing it in the car, but just kind of tuck at all the excess and pop it in. You can see it fits actually better than OEM. It's nice and firm and fits really well. And now we're just going to do the reverse order of how we removed it and put everything back. And putting it back, you want to make sure you plug in this. I've done that before. I put everything back together and I forgot to plug in the light. So the first thing I'm going to do is plug it in. Pop that in. And slide it back into place. Remove this. It's just much easier. Don't listen to what I said in the beginning of the video because literally 2 screws and takes 2 seconds. So do it like that. And then now pop it right back into place. Slide it down over your collar and take your knob, screw that back on. And then just put back your center console. Just line everything up. Should just pop on. And you take the Phillips head screw, Phillips screw, screw that back in. Gotta do these 2 screws back here as well. So now we just pop the, I'm gonna put the e-brake boot that you installed first because you're a dummy, and you should install that second, but pop that in. There you go. That's how you install a shift boot and an e-brake boot on a 15 plus STI. It's pretty similar, actually, in previous years. That's all the same concepts, but yeah, I think it updates the interior. It looks really great. Now I kind of got matching with the Alcantara centers, or suede centers, whatever you want to call them, of the Alcantara steering wheel, so kind of everything flows. It gives you a little bit more of an updated interior. Kind of gives you that BMW, German kind of vibe, just with the nicer materials. Subaru has been known for not using the greatest materials. Like I said, this interior is much better than previous generations, but still there's some things that they slacked on. The Alcantara definitely kind of makes up for that, makes it much nicer looking. Yeah, and that's that. If you guys have any questions, be sure to let me know, and make sure you hit up Overland Designs. Ask for Jason, he's the owner. He makes a bunch of other stuff for this car, along with other brands and everything. I'm definitely going to add a few more pieces. I'm not going to go overboard, but I definitely would like to add a couple more Alcantara bits in the car, just to kind of make it my own. But if you guys have any questions, just ask in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.